All right, so I ran into Marques Brownlee, MKBHD. I'll definitely link his channel below if you haven't heard of this guy. I've been following him since before he was in college.
Wow.
Long time. So I got two questions for you.
Okay.
CES, this is your 8th CES, right?
Right.
What keeps you coming back?
I would say it's a good beginning of the year feeler for like what sort of things to look forward to.
Okay.
There's not necessarily a bunch of big announcements like there maybe used to be, but
Yeah.
it's still cool to see this stuff here.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And on a more personal note, because you've been doing this a long time, I know it's a grind. What keeps you balanced? Like, really, what's your balance in life to keep these good quality videos going, but making sure that you're enjoying life as a human being as well?
Yeah. I mean, sleep is important. So
yes.
you know, we're out here at CES, but I'm also
There's
getting.
no sleep in CES.
I'm getting 6 hours, which is wild. I would never do that in previous years.
Okay.
And I play Ultimate. I have like a hobbies and other things that I do that are just when you wrap them all together, it feels more balanced that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for
Yeah.
the questions, and keep going at it, man.
I appreciate
You're
it.
doing a good job.
Thank you.
All right. See you in the next one. All right, so I ran into my man Brian Tong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you haven't been watching his YouTube, follow it. He's been doing it nicely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the podcast.
Man.
I live in LA, and the drives from A to B are like going to A, C, D, E, F, G, and then B. It's ridiculous.
That's what it's
So
all
podcast, very nice.
Yes, sir.
So this is your 11th CES?
I know I told you 11th. That is crazy. That also should give people an idea of how old I might be, because no one guesses. no one guesses that.
I'm probably older than you.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
Can't tell. I shaved
Probably.
all the gray off.
Probably.
So 11. What keeps you coming back to CES?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that I always wanted to come to CES when I was a kid. So all the things that I think that I experienced in life or that we experienced in life, I try to bring myself back to what would high school Brian feel like. And so to keep that kind of, I don't want to say childlike, not innocence, but that youthful kind of excitement around it.
Yeah.
I think that's something like a rule that I always live by, whatever I do. So that's why I love it. Like, I hate it when people complain about CES and like, oh, I gotta go. You hear that from like some of the tech bloggers and people, and I'm like, that's disappointed me, because quite honestly, this is actually one of the best CESs in a while, because there's so much innovation around foldables, AIs.
You've seen the flying Ubers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's just a lot of stuff this year.
Yeah.
So when people say it before they've even been here, and they're already like jaded about it, look, Charmin has a toilet paper robot. That's fun.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I've seen the robots that have been delivering food. That's been kind of nice.
It's supposedly it's been called the Butler.
Of course. So, second question.
Yeah,
You've been doing this a long time.
I have.
All right, and you're independent now.
I know,
as well.
I am, yeah.
So the added stress.
Yeah.
So what is your balance in life? Like, what keeps you motivated in doing this job, but also being a great human being as well?
Oh, thanks. Oh, wow. That's so nice. I think the biggest thing is love what you do.
Yeah.
Love what you do. I think that's important no matter what it is, because that'll keep you doing it. If I didn't love tech, I wouldn't do this for as long as I do. I wouldn't have tried to do it independently if I didn't still love this as much, right? So whatever that is for you all, whatever that thing is, just as long as you love it, I think it makes it easy. Is it a lot of work? Yes. I mean, I've been doing it now for about a year and a half. Year one was a lot of work, a lot of stress. I had to figure out, I'm still figuring out how to manage my hours, like, and when to step away. Even Terrence will be like, bro, just don't kill yourself. And I'm like, I know, I get it. So
I think like day one when you said you're going independent, I was like, I support you, man.
Thanks,
like,
man.
I'm there.
Yeah, no, you have been, and so I appreciate it. So I think, like anything, all things in moderation. But yes, as long as you love what you do, I don't think it feels as much like work. But
That's right.
just be passionate about what you do, and just always try to work on your craft too.
What's that saying where if you enjoy what you do, it's not a day at work?
Yeah,
something like
exactly,
that?
exactly. And
Yeah.
I feel like that. Like honestly, I would say maybe arguably like 90% of the time. So I think that's a good ratio.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you, brother.
Of course, anytime, my man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Terrence, my man. Keep that channel growing. Keep that channel growing.
And definitely subscribe to Brian
you so
Tong's
much.
channel. Keep it growing.
Yes, sir.
Keep it going.
All right. Yes,
All
sir.
right, brother.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate
Take
it.
care. Peace. So I ran into iJustine here.
Hello.
And if you haven't been following her on YouTube, and her sister as well, definitely follow both of them. I'll put links below, definitely for this. But CES, this has been your 8th, 9th?
8th or 9th. I actually was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even remember, but it's about 8 or 9. I think the first one I went to was around 2011.
Wow. So with all those CESs, and you know, every year it seems like it's amazing. Some years better than others.
Yeah.
But what keeps you coming back?
I mean, I think it's the tech, and my favorite part about CES is a lot of it is concept. So some of the things that we see here today may never actually become something, but it's always the start of kind of pushing the envelope forward for technology. So, you know, a lot of the stuff is concept. We may never actually see that iteration of it in the future,
Yeah,
but it's just, I mean, there's just so many incredible people. There's so much tech. It's overwhelming, but it's really amazing.
Yeah, I've been here day 2, and I'm like, there's a whole nother section.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So with your constant grind on YouTube, very impressed with everything you've been
Thank you, I
doing.
appreciate it.
What do you do to kind of keep all that balanced in your life?
It's really hard, especially when you first start, because I feel like you just want to go, go, go. So I think, honestly, go, go, go until you hit a point of you're like, oh, I can't do this as much anymore. And then that's when you kind of just sort of have to recenter and, you know, find activities outside of editing or being on a computer. I love hiking. I love doing yoga.
Oh, very nice.
And so just being outside. And
Wait,
great.
you're in Meyer. Like
I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm in Studio City.
Yeah. So there's so many
Yeah.
places to hike
Yeah.
in LA, and then I mean you can go
Like
drive a
Fryman
few
Canyon and all
hours.
kinds
You
of
can go
stuff.
up to Big Bear, and you can have
Yes.
snow. So yeah, I think just getting out and connecting with nature is so important.
Very nice. And one last question. Where's the mechanical dog?
Oh my goodness, we had to leave it at home. It's babysitting our dog.
Babysitting the dog.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you haven't been following her, please do. Definitely going to put links down. Very, very informative. And she has a Vlog University coming up.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So please pitch
It's gonna be so much fun. We're doing Vlog University. It's the end of January, so January 31st and February 1st. It's gonna be really fun. It's just we have so many great professors and instructors there to like help people grow their channels and really just learn how to get started. I mean, this is how many videos have you made so far?
Like 6, 7.
6. This
Yes.
is incredible. But you already look like a pro. You guys, if he hasn't shown you what he's shooting on, you have to check it out. It looks great.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
A lot of this gear is due to her.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
So thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you.
Enjoy
So lovely
CES.
meeting you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Bye guys. Make sure
yeah.
you subscribe to his channel.
And subscribe to hers.
Yes. Awesome. Thank
All
you.
right, bye-bye.
Have a good CES.